Welcome to the Hydra Show with Steve Rogers. Hail Hydra. Oh wait, no, this is the Thoughts and Bubble Show with your PB&J hosts. Go, P.
I'm Patricia Lupe.
I am.
This silent guy is Bashir Majari, also known as Rusty.
Yep, I'm Bashir Marjorie. I'm Rusty. Nice to meet everyone. And James is Steve Rogers. He is apparently a Nazi. Let's move on with our lives now.
Good thing I wasn't created by two Jews. Oh wait.
So.
First of all, I would like to send a shout out to a Facebook follower I have, Daniel Salenavi. He's the one who suggested the name of the podcast.
Oh, there you
go. So,
then.
Daniel, if you're listening, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. I've never met you. Maybe one day I shall. I don't know. But yeah, maybe it's a good idea to kind of give any errant listeners an idea of what this is going to be from the future. Moving on. It's a podcast. We're going to talk on it. We're going to say some things. We have bullet points. If we stick to them, we'll be good. If we don't, we'll see what happens.
We're definitely going to talk about comics, but we'll probably segue into as many different things as possible.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. All right, but for first things first, the listeners, they don't know who we are yet.
That's true.
We talk about ourselves a little bit before moving forward. Who starts?
Who starts? We've got to flip a coin for it. That makes total sense. There's three of us.
Yep. Flip a three-sided coin. Go.
Woo! Right. How about we'll do it alphabetically. How about that? With the last names.
Was it head, tails, or middle?
Head, tails, side. the infamous
Go
side.
Bashir.
Right, fine. Well, I'm Bashir, as I've said already. I am a young man. I'm the youngest man in the group. As far as it goes here.
And by his accent, you can see he's from Australia.
Yep, I'm Indian.
No,
as
Canada.
You all can tell. I'm also Chinese. I'm Santa Claus. No, I'm from the west coast of Scotland. It's important that I'm from the west coast. And yeah.
Side.
What?
West side.
West side. Yeah. Oh, you got Irvin represent North Ayrshire boys. That's for no one. That's for no one that's ever going to listen to this. But there you go. Maybe one day. Yeah, that's pretty much as far as it goes personally. When it comes, the reason we're doing this, I don't know. I like to talk a lot. Everyone will hear that eventually. They probably already get that. So it only makes sense. So alphabet, James, go.
Oh no, I'm James Durandis. My goal is to be a comic writer and writer of many, many things. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a big old nerd. Probably would be considered a fake nerd, but that's because people suck. What is it? We all started talking for reasons because we work in a place and talk about things, and we decided to talk about things with you all.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to be with you.
Yes.
Especially with the awesome Rusty and Patricia.
Yeah, Patricia, go for it.
Bossing my field. All right, my name is Patricia Lupe. I am from Brazil. I am a full-time comic book inker and colorist. Now trying to become a writer as well. And I'm joining the podcast because I like talking, as every woman does.
No comment.
No, it's good. It's good. Controversy. We need it. We need a following in some variety. So
my opinions on women are a bit sexist sometimes. Sorry, girls listening.
It's okay, everyone. I'm from Scotland. You're gonna get a lot of that. Anyway, yeah. So, segments. Where are they? Let's get them.
Moving forward.
Right.
What you guys have been doing? What have you been reading, watching, playing?
These are good questions. Well, when it comes to
7,
reading,
8.
we'll start with reading, and I've been doing none of that recently because I'm a busy guy. So, who's been reading stuff? What have you been reading?
What is it? I'm reading a Doctor Who book, although I've been reading it for months, because when you have a small baby, it is hard to find time to read.
Which book?
But, I forget the name. It was Hope, it's called. It's an 8th Doctor story. Because we got lucky enough, my mother-in-law came across like a buttload of Doctor Who books and was like, they're like, we're going to throw them out. And she's like, no, you aren't. I'm going to go give them to my daughter and her husband. So that worked out pretty well.
I read Shada recently. The one compiled by from a story by Douglas Adams. It's
Nice.
4 Doctor Adventure is the funniest, most amazing thing I've read in months.
Douglas Adams is awesome. They also turned it into like an audio play with the 8th Doctor, which was weird.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard it.
Who did it? Like BBC or something? No.
It was either BBC or Big Finish, or I don't know.
Someone did it.
You're the one who's
Big
over
Finish
there.
did
You
the
should be
audio-
telling
the audio
us.
play.
I gave up on Doctor Who a long while ago.
Well, you should stop, because the last few episodes have been good.
I will.
Surprisingly.
I've got a lot of stuff. Actually, I have been reading something. I completely forgot. I am now up to date with the Murata 1 combination of the reinvigoration of One Punch Man. I never started in the webcomic, so I'm a dirty heathen when it comes to these things. But I'm up to date, kinda.
Nice.
I think. Well, it's issue 74. I'm not sure 75 and 76 are out yet, but I read 74. Stuff is going crazy. Things are going good.
I didn't even think of comics. There's a ton. I read a ton of webcomics. What is it I'm reading? I'm reading Empowered, which is for free, and it's awesome, by Adam Warren. But poor Adam Warren doesn't get much slack because his art is manga and the story is superhero. So people are like, it's 2 manga for superheroes and it's 2 superheroes for manga.
Conundrum.
But it's absolutely awesome.
It sounds pretty good. You're gonna have to link me that at some point so we can start talking about it on the podcast.
I'll link it to you, and then we can put a link in the description so people can follow along.
Yeah, everything we talk about here that we are at liberty to put links to, we will do so that whoever wants to look up this stuff is free to do so.
There will be links.
Yeah, you can fangirl, fanboy, fan dog, fan whatever over all these things that we do whenever you get the opportunity to. So, yes. We will do that for you.
Let's move to movies. Because I know Patricia saw a movie.
Yeah, she did.
I saw a movie yesterday. I finally stopped my attention, the span of a lemming, and placed myself in front of the chair to watch Pacific Rim. What a good movie! It feels like a big hug on the entire giant robot genre. I loved it.
I think someone said it was like a love letter to, what was it? Super Buster, Robo Buster. I never read the manga, so I don't know. A lot of people are like, it's just Evangelion, but I don't know. I don't think so.
I wouldn't know.
It has influence from a lot of giant robot animes.
I mean, I'm a simple man. Like, when it comes to these kind of things, I don't look. The hype is not built up from what people are saying. The hype is built up from in the trailer when I saw a fucking Gypsy Danger pick up a bloody ship and use it as a fucking sword. I mean, I was sold. You smacked a fucking monster with a boat. I'm a happy man. I'm gonna watch the shit out of this fucking movie. So, you know, it's good time.
But the story is awesome.
The story, yeah.
It's a simple story that captivates you, and I think I'd like to tackle. I mentioned being a bit sexist about women, but Makomori, she's the only female character, okay, but the new task to see if a movie is sexist or not was invented because of Makomori. She's the only female character, but she's done nicely. She's done well.
I don't know.
She's there to fulfill her own role.
Yes.
Her arc does not exist to support a man.
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
She's there to tell her own story.
And it has two people of color interacting, which almost never happens.
It never.
Yes.
No, it never.
The
happens.
wonderful Idris Elba, who I love and should be in every movie.
He
And should
pretty
have been
much
James.
is these days now, isn't he?
He should have been James Bond.
Oh, that opens up a
Perhaps he will.
whole can of worms with the whole James Bond fandom.
We'll get to that when we talk about
People
Roger
wanted
Moore.
Idris Elba for Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, sure
I'm
he
all
did.
for it.
Was he not busy doing
100.
Luther at the time though? Like whenever what was it? He was doing something that he kind of. I'm pretty sure they asked him, they turned it down or something like that. He was working on something else and couldn't find the time for it, which is why Peter Capaldi came in. Because Peter
Okay.
Capaldi, he doesn't. Does he do anything outside of Doctor Who?
Well, he used to.
Yeah,
he was
in
that
the
one
thick of
dude
it, in
who
the thick of
swears
it.
a lot, who I just saw clips of, but never saw the show.
That show is amazing. It's in the thick of it. It's basically a word that I can't remember right now. It's it's rhetoric, comedic rhetoric about politics in Britain. It's great. It's great. It's a great show.
Would you have to know the politics?
I mean, what's the party they're following? It's their own party. It's basically he is helping. I haven't watched it in a while now. I think he basically runs the campaign for the politician who's involved in it, and then the key politician, it changes every so often who's actually going to be a part of everything because he's a prick. So they find it hard to work with them in general and stuff like that.
So you
It's
don't
just-
need to know
That's the
actual
show
politics.
Peter Capaldi
No.
was before Doctor Who.
Yes, and he's great. It's an amazing. Like,
He's a great actor.
yeah, every sentence that comes out that man's
He's
mouth
amazing.
in that show is just it's perfect. Like if you ever have
just
a
got
bad day, and
Really
you just
crappy. What was it? Season. He's almost like the poor Sixth Doctor, because Colin Baker is a talented actor, and all of his audio play stuff is good, but he got handed a big crap sandwich. It's like, let's give you a rainbow suit and make you a jerk, and it's like, thanks.
what's his face?
And he wanted something so different for his doctor.
Yes.
Because nowadays the guys they choose. They pretty much they are allowed to choose their outfits. And the outfit
Right.
he wanted was like the Axton, the Ninth Doctor. That's what he
Right.
wanted to
It
wear.
was
They said no.
It was going to be
You're
all
going
black.
you're going to wear the fucking vomit of a parrot.
Yeah, pretty much. Poor guy.
I'm just happy that all the Scots that have been represented in that show who've played the Doctor have been done pretty well.
David Tennant,
What's his face?
love of my heart.
His name? What's his name? Hingry. Radagasta Brown.
Doctor?
What's his name? What's his name?
Uh,
Sebastian something or other? Is that his name? Why I can't
No.
What's
I know who you're talking about.
What's his name? Give me a second.
Just
Google.
fucking
Google's
the
our friend.
magician.
This is how I'm going to do
He
this.
was the seventh Doctor, wasn't he?
Yes.
Sylvester McCoy. Yeah, Sylvester McCoy.
Sylvester McCoy. The
Precisely.
one who played the
Precisely.
wizard in The Hobbit.
Yes, Radagasta Brown.
Yes.
He was also in an episode of Still Game, a really good episode of Still Game. You should watch Still Game. It's a Scottish comedy. You
I
you guys
got
should
enough
watch it.
to watch, dude.
It's great. It's on Netflix. I'm sure
Oh.
you guys have it.
Oh, we got to talk one last thing about Pacific Rim, the
I had to
soundtrack.
cancel the Netflix. Oh, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. I have the song stuck in my head since yesterday. I dreamed of it.
Like, what was it? Heavy metal guitar with instrumentation, and the dude was the same one who did the first soundtrack for Iron Man. The Iron Man movie.
Was it?
Was it? It's
I didn't know that.
Ramandi Dijwali, I think his name is. I'm probably butchering it, and I'm sorry.
Romande Dejwali. How'd you spell that?
I don't know. Look up like Pacific Rim original soundtrack, and then you'll have the
will.
correct.
Pacific
I already said I'm butchering it. You're probably gonna find like
track.
Diplomat of India, Ramandi Dishwali.
Ramin Dijawadi.
I wasn't that far, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm American. It's bad.
I think I pronounced it wrong as well. I don't know. It's spelled Ramin and then Dija Wadi. There you go. Whoever, people have TVs and that's irrelevant. They have computers. They have stuff. They can do this. Listen, go watch Pacific Rim. It's good. Everyone.
Yes. Watch everything Guillermo del Toro does or is involved in, including the video games.
Yes, including the video games.
Absolutely.
If you can somehow find someone
second and third that.
If you find someone that still has the demo for Silent Hills downloaded, go play that. You're never gonna get to play it ever again. Go find someone that's got that. I'm pretty sure.
I still thought Kojima's gonna basically try and make it, but it's going to be its own thing.
Yeah, but it won't be linked up with the IP. That's the only thing. It won't have all that stuff behind it. It'll be so. Like, I mean, they've got. Who's it? That game that I can't remember its name now. It's got him in it, and Kojima's working on it as well. Deathstalkers. Yeah, it's Norman Reedus and the Norman Reedus baby. Norman Reedus baby.
It's time for us to move forward.
Oh well, no. Has anyone been playing it? Wait. Has anyone been playing anything this week?
I didn't get to say what I was watching.
He didn't say what he's been watching.
Okay. Sorry.
I saw Lucy. And it was super pretentious. Painfully pretentious.
Yeah.
With terrible, terrible science.
Yeah.
And the worst... And I kind of like the thing he was doing with switching to animal things, but it was going for so long. I mean, he'd show like 5 clips for like one little, sex, 5 clips. There's guys come walking down the hall who are dangerous, 5 clips. And it's like, I get it, animals. Yeah, I got it. It's like rule of 3. 3 times. Calm it down.
Yeah, well,
that's the ScarJo movie?
Huh?
Yeah, the one with Morgan Freeman in it, and she unlocks the full potential of her brain.
Kilometers away from that movie, everyone told me it's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
I like Luke Besson because Fifth Element is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But that was no good.
I like his adaptation of Joan of Arc too.
Yeah. But the thing that bothered me the most is the more powerful she got, the less reason there was any like tension. It's like she can just stop anyone at any point. So what does this matter? I kept like hoping, like at one point she calls her mom, and she's like, "I can feel everything. I can remember everything." And I'm just like imagining her mom at the other end of the line going, "Are you on drugs? What's the matter? I'm coming there. I know you're in Korea, or now you're in China at this point, but I'm going there."
No,
her mom flying across the country, going there, trying to save her, dealing with the Koreans and all that, just trying to get to her daughter who's becoming a god. And it'd be like, well, that'd be an interesting human story. Plus, why didn't the frickin' Koreans, if they made that super drug, make more to fight back?
It doesn't make any... It's like, right, what they should have done with that movie, they should have just paid all the money they needed to, and then paired it up with Limitless, and then had them have like a big face-off at the end of it, the big fight or something like that. That would have been amazing.
But she could do anything.
Well, yeah, but if you're already going to be bullshitting science at that point, you can do that for everyone. You could have had a really cool, badass scene.
Bullshit.
Ugh. It's a thing that exists. But yeah. Have you been watching anything else? Has anyone been playing anything? Because I know I've been playing stuff.
The only other thing I've been watching is Samurai Jack, but I'd like to save that for a different time.
Mm-hmm. I need to catch up.
The only thing I'm playing is Bomberman for Super Nintendo.
Ooh, wait.
Enough.
So Super, yeah, cool.
I like retro games. Every once in a while, I stop and I don't have a console anymore, so I use an emulator.
Oh,
I stopped playing.
Controversial.
It's the best way to. What? Sorry?
Ooh.
No, emulators aren't controversial. It's
some
just how
people have
playing.
opinions.
But she's
some
probably
people...
playing with the cartridge somehow.
Yes, exactly. She
would never do anything other than that.
She's made her own SNES
of course.
out of a computer, and she's found old cartridges. Built her own cartridges actually. Downloaded the software into the cartridge.
She has them all stacked up by her computer.
The thing is, emulators are allowed as long as you have the cartridges. So I have the cartridges.
I get you. I get you. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's the only way you can really do stuff. Like, some getting these consoles are just too expensive. You don't have the room for them. I'm not gonna beat down someone who's gonna want to play a game that's been out for 30 years and gets it via an emulator, you know. But
I will on Steam. Sonic the Hedgehog
that
on
was
Steam.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's cheap on Steam. It's like 70 pence in the Britain.
Yeah.
Probably like 50 cents or something like that. I don't know. I don't
You
really
get
do funny money.
Had like bundles, and it's fantastic.
Oh yeah. What have I been playing? I bought something recently, but I haven't played it yet. I've been playing a couple of. I've been playing Dark Souls. You guys know that from various other platforms. I've been off the game in that a little bit because I kind of got a little worn out. For people that care, I got to the what do you call it? Blightwood place where you eventually fight Spider Woman, which I forget her name. And then I got bored of that place, and I went away back out and decided to go to the underworld place where you can find Nito, and then realised that I hadn't got the Lord Vessel yet, so I can't fight him. So I was like, oh well then. I'm not doing anything anymore. No. So there you go. Yeah, I've been playing a game that you guys may have heard of. I'm not sure actually. Been playing it with my girlfriend by the name of Deadly Premonition. Have you guys heard of this game?
It sounds so familiar, but I do not know.
It is made by a man called Swery 50 something like that. It's basically the ramblings of a crazy Japanese man who wanted to make Twin Peaks a video game. And it's fantastic. It's so janky. It's like the same kind of controls as you get in like old school Resident Evil, like tank controls. You like when you aim, you're stuck in a spot, and you've got to just kind of move the gun. To, like...
Does it have fixed cameras and all that?
No. When you're walking around, you can move the camera. It's janky. It's because it's like 2000 and I want to say 6 when it first came out. This is I got the HD remake on Steam.
There was some still fixed cameras in 2006.
Well, yeah, but people were making leaps and bounds. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But it's basically it's open world. You're based in this town. What's it called again? Green Cove, Greenvale, and like there's been a murder. And you've got to try and it ends up being linked with this. You play this FBI agent by the name of. I really should not do these things late at night, or at least make myself have a functioning brain.
That connected to that like blue whatever thing. There's like a game. You get like choices. What's it called? I can't think of it. I'll think of it later. Probably next.
I'm familiar, but I don't remember the name either. It's a graphic novel. It's a playable novel. I don't remember how you call it when it's a video game.
Oh, it's what do they call it? Point and clicks. Usually, are how they go about them. Oh, no.
Visual novel.
Visual novels. Yes. Wait, what? You've been playing a visual novel?
No, I don't know what it is.
I mean,
it's.
It was the game he was trying to remember.
Ah, right.
I will have to look it up later. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week for this to be a sentient and cohesive thing that we aren't rambling for most of.
But I will.
They'll have to tune in every week then.
Yeah, we'll get better. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there, man. But yeah, the only other thing I've been playing is Plague Inc. I got that on my phone because I got a new phone, and I've been killing the planet. It's been fun with horrible diseases. So.
Right, what else have to talk about?
Sorry, James?
I said the only game I've wanted to play it's called The Long Journey Home, and I've been looking forward to that game. I don't even know if I'll have time for it, but it sounds wonderful.
It's insanely difficult, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
is it?
a visual novel too.
Yeah.
That one's it's
kinda.
It has some side-scrolling gameplay things into, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's more or less a point and click. It is, if I'm not mistaken, it is considered the swan song of the point and clicks.
Mm.
isn't
Like
and there was
the
another one
last
called
famous,
what
the
was it
last
called?
the last famous point and click.
There was another one called what was it? Event Zero, in which you're talking with a computer and you actually get to type in things and it responds.
Oh, cock. Oh, man.
Cool.
Well, that's what it's called, Event Zero.
Yeah, is
That
it
one
Event
looks
Zero
cool, too.
Horizon or some?
No, just
No?
Event Zero.
Event
It's like-
Zero. Let's see if I know of this game. Event Zero.
And use an actual zero.
Open.
But you end up on the space station. There's a smart computer. You have to talk to it to survive getting through it.
Wait,
It looked really-
isn't that System Shock?
It's non-action though, for the most part.
But System Shock.
And you can type
horror
in
game.
anything to the computer. You can type in, "You look awfully pretty today," and then it responds to that.
Oh, wait a minute. Ah, I found it now. I know what you're talking about now.
Yes, I need to get that game too, but I need time for it as
Yeah,
well.
whenever you finally get round to playing it, I would love to hear what you have to say on it. I'm sure
Well, it started-
loads of other people.
Was it? I was watching a Let's Play on it, and I was like, "This looks so cool! I have to stop because I need to play this game."
No, well, I think that is us done with the things we have been witnessing this week.
Yes.
Possibly. Has anyone else got anything else they want to chime in with before we move on to the next section? If you can even call them
I'm
that.
so done with this. She's like, "Come on, people! We should have been on the next one already."
Right, what are we doing? Right, segment 2. Well, nope, that's
Nerd on news.
yes, news, stuff, the things have happened over
So
time.
Adam West, the wonderful Adam West, has
Yeah.
passed away.
Yeah.
Did you know he was going to be
It was
James
just
Bond?
Saturday in Gotham City.
What? He was going to be James
He was
Bond?
supposed to be James Bond?
He was going to be James Bond over Roger Moore, who also passed away, unfortunately.
That
They're
is an
going to
opinion.
have an American James Bond, and I think he would have been wonderful. Because I understand Roger Moore's James Bond, but that whole tongue-in-cheek, smiling, whatever, I totally think Adam West would have done better at it than Roger Moore.
Totally. Totally.
Well,
From that point, I agree.
they have had an American James Bond before. The first ever James Bond in Casino Royale, the first Casino Royale. It's a strange movie. I recommend anyone to watch it so they have no idea what they're witnessing.
The first Casino Royale was made way before the first James Bond.
Mhm.
Oh,
But it was still a James Bond story because it was still following
fact
James
check.
Bond. But oh Jesus, that movie.
The very first Casino Royale was made years after Sean Connery.
No. The very first
It was
Casino
a
Royale
sadder
is the
movie.
first James Bond movie ever came out. Trust me. Like, I'll Google this
Was
shit.
the Satanic Doctor? No.
I'm gonna Google this shit. It's not the
so
Daniel
it's
Craig one.
not the Daniel Craig one, it's
No,
another
Casino Royale original. Here we go.
Oh.
Here we go.
one. Look at that. But there was one
1967
thing I was
spy
going to
comedy.
say with James Bond. I kind of wish they kept, or at least they went with the fan theory that it's a title. Because Roger
Yeah.
Moore also played the Saint, who was this charming thief
Mm-hmm.
who caused all this problems and ran circles around people. And it was like, I could totally see MI6 recruiting him. And, what was it? Pierce Brosnan played, Remington Steele, who was another, like, mercenary type guy. And then there was The Rock with Sean Connery, which is totally a James Bond movie if he's no longer James Bond. And it's like, boy, this would work really well as with the idea that it's a title as opposed to an actual name. But then with the Daniel Craig one, they had
It's
to be like, no,
established.
he's actually James Bond.
It's
His name
established
is
in canon. Way before. Way before. There's a scene. James Bond gets married. I don't remember which of the Bonds got married. Then in the next movie,
Roger
the actor
Moore.
changed.
Hmm.
In the next movie, the actor changed, and he's visiting the grave of the wife.
Well, you got to remember that
Spoiler
Ian
alert.
Fleming had a lot of say in what happened in the original James Bonds, and they kind of tried to keep to the spirit of it. And I don't think Ian Fleming really wanted it to be just like a code name. He was a person, but that was
Yeah,
his
but
code.
as soon as
You
you
know,
switched out,
Yes,
it no
in
longer
the movies,
worked.
in the books, it was a person.
yeah, like if you're gonna retcon it all, then you're better off just starting again from the beginning rather than going off a kind of already established lore, kinda. Like you need to kind of kickstart it off again with that in mind to have that be a thing, and then even then you should really be changing the actor every movie if you're going to do that, because then it makes it feel more like that.
Well, yeah, but the hard thing was there was such carryover for such a long time because it was like first Q was around till Brosnan, and then was it Dame what's her name? She's great.
Judi Dench, yeah.
Dame Judi Dench went from Brosnan to Craig, so there was continuity that way. So it just gets all weird.
It does. But they just accept the fact that they're all the same person, and you just have to have that cognitive dissonance about it.
I will not accept it here.
Well, I mean, imagine that. So it turns out James Bond's actually Doctor Who. He regenerates every movie. No one ever gets to see it. Everyone just accepts it, move on with their life. That's why no one ever recognises him whenever they goes into the building. It's like, who's that guy? I don't know. Never seen him before in my life. Ah, it's Mr. Bond. Of course it is.
Back to Adam West, he was a voiceover artist too. And I remembered him more for his work in Family Guy, where he played himself as the mayor of the city.
He is a genius. I held that most of the stuff he did as Adam West in Family Guy was all pretty much he decided how it went down. He didn't really.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I can't. I'm probably talking in my arse. You know what? Fuck it. It doesn't matter. I'll talk out my arse. I'm good at that.
You're complimenting him, so talk out your ass all you want.
Well, no, I held that he had a lot of. He had a lot of.
Awful.
Even if he didn't, he still had a script. I'm pretty sure he had a lot of kind of saying what he was going to do with it. Like he could change things and just made it work better for like scenes and stuff like that. Because he was essentially ripping off himself, so he can do whatever he wanted with it. It was destroying his own character if he felt like that was what was happening, or he was making it better in his own eyes. So he was also in an episode of Goosebumps. If you watched that,
don't remember. I barely remember Goosebumps. It wasn't broadcast in Brazil.
Was it not?
It was for very, very little time.
Strange.
I remember in cable, but it was. We don't have cable. We don't have cable back then. So, me about Goosebumps.
Goosebumps was on normal TV for us over here.
Did you know he's going to have one last movie?
Is he?
Batman. Adam West.
Yes.
He had Batman Return. Well, Batman Return from the Batcave, which was an animated movie with Burt Ward, and who was the Catwoman? Oh, once again, names are eluding me. But the original Catwoman.
You're doing better.
No,
Julie Newmar.
Julie Newmar. They had Burt Ward, Julie Newmar, and as Two-Faced William Shatner. And they and then they did one more, which was Batman versus Two-Face with William Shatner again. And apparently, before he died, he finished the audio for it.
Wait a minute! No, I remember hearing about this now.
Look forward to that, and see those movies.
Yeah, we gotta go.
They are 100% continuations of the original one, though with a lot less sexism. Because I love the '60s Batman, but they are super sexist.
It's just the time. It's just the time they were in.
And the reason behind. You guys know why Eartha Kitt replaced Julie Newmar, right?
No.
By the way, because people were angry that Batman had a relationship, quote unquote, with a villain. Then they put on an overweight black woman, so he wouldn't have.
Oh, ew.
That's pretty much exactly.
You think that's disgusting?
I've read.
Since we're talking about old school Batman. Did you know that Butt Ward he had a special way to sign his signature for lady admirers?
No.
He would cum ejaculate into things and send them to people.
You.
Oh.
I read,
Gross.
I heard that on QI, so it has to be accurate.
Bill Shatner doesn't do that back in his day.
Oh, I would no. I probably put bits of his toupee, and that's what Bill Shatner probably did. I can say these things. He can't come get me. If he does, then hi Shatner, you got some money? I'll take it.
Probably be like, I really enjoyed your movies. Please don't give me any problems because you'll probably hurt yourself.
It's okay though because I will talk to him like this, and then he'll think I'm his biggest fan, so it'll be fine. You know, I mean, I liked him in Columbo, playing like 3 different villains that all killed someone for some reason or another.
I never saw T.J. Hooker, though. What was it? Shatner. T.J. Hooker. He played a cop.
Huh. Well, there you go then.
It's like sliding across hoods and everything.
And with Shatner, it's in one of the best Twilight Zone episodes ever.
Oh yeah.
Terror. It's a Gremlins one.
Yeah,
I don't
Terror on the
remember
Wing, isn't it?
Exact.
Terror on the Wing. I think that's what it's called.
Terror in the Skies.
Terror in the Skies. Ugh, it's the Gremlin one. The Gremlin one on the plane. Can't you see him?
There's a gremlin on the wing. Yes.
Oh man.
And it's an awesome episode.
I
The guy could be a good actor. He's really over the top, but he was a good actor.
Well, he had his. Everyone just remembers him from Star Trek. You know what I mean?
He is a good actor. He's alive. He's alive yet.
Yeah,
He just got himself a big head, and that's what bit everything. Because the only reason he spaced out his lines was so that he could get more screen time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think anyone remained in good terms after the original Star Trek series.
No, everyone hates him. Everyone hates him.
I was going to say,
Scotty,
they're still friendly
if I'm
with
not
each
mistaken.
other. They just didn't like him. Although I think Nimoy was still his friend through it all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Nimoy and Shatner that kind of distanced them. Everyone distanced themselves from them. Everyone else kind of went off to do their own things after that. And, you know, Nimoy's not with us anymore, so...
Jordan
I swear
Takei
people
speaks
like
very
Nimoy.
fondly of Nimoy.
Where?
George Takei speaks very fondly of Leonard Nimoy.
Well, apparently the man was a rather respected
I
person.
just
you know.
Nimoy was the only one still friends with Shatner.
To be fair, though, if we're going to talk about how George Takei feels about people, I mean... the man himself, you know, he's a strange
He's
one.
awesome.
He is, but he's also a very strange human being.
Yeah.
So we can't,
He's awesome.
you know.
And you should like him because he has an awesome voice.
That is entirely true. Who is
When the very first Godzilla came to the US, who did the voiceover for the main character?
I thought you were about to say who did the voice for Godzilla, and I'm like, I gotta see that movie. He comes out of the water.
It was George Takei.
Fair enough. There you go then. I think he was in Avatar: The Last Airbender as well. Who did he play now?
Yes,
I
he
wouldn't
was.
doubt it.
I don't remember his character,
2 seconds,
but
I'll
he
find
was.
it. Last Airbender.
He does tons of voiceovers too.
Oh yeah, he does. He does Arnold's animation stuff these days. And just
It's a Broadway show about the Japanese internment
Yes.
because his family dealt
They say
with
it's
that.
really, really beautiful.
But,
Miles and miles away from Broadway, so I'm never watching it unless they make a movie out of it.
I'm just across the river from Broadway, and I can't afford it.
I imagine.
I'm like, Hamilton
Biggest dream of
sounds
my
really
life.
cool. I'll never see it.
Biggest dream of my life is watching the Phantom of the Opera.
Let's see. Oh, I got to see a musical version of Lord of the Rings once. That was actually fucking amazing. So I saw it down in the West End in London. We were there for one time, and they got us tickets, so we went and watched it. It was amazing. The Balrog came. Oh man, the orcs they came up. They were like ran about with these. Like they had crutches that they would use some of the orcs to make them look a bit more gammy or something. I don't know. And then they came up like through all the aisles. They even came up to we were in the upstairs ones, the nosebleed section, and they came up through the aisles, running about, grabbing people at chairs and stuff like that. Just it was great. Oh man, I don't think it ever came back to the West End after that run of it. But it was an experience.
All right,
Lord
we have
of the Rings.
trail off
Yes.
the news to speak in our minds. Do we have anything else to add to the segment?
Just one last thing.
Huh?
There's one thing I was hoping for, but will never happen now.
Oh.
And that was I was watching probably a review on Batman and Robin. And I was thinking to myself, if Adam West and Burt Ward and redid the lines, unfortunately Yvonne Craig can't do it because she passed away recently too, but if she were alive too, and they redid the lines of the people there, Adam West redubbed all of George Clooney's lines and so on and so forth, it would be, people would love that movie then.
What a self-aware version of it. I would love that. But does Arnie still get to be Arnie, or do we get someone else?
Yes, Arnold still is Arnold.
Oh man.
That is completely the same. But otherwise, it would be an amazing movie at that point.
Oh, it would be. I mean, all the is. I mean, if you can take yourself,
I'm not arguing.
if you can take yourself away from everything else and just be in it for Arnie, it's a great movie. In its own kind of merit.
It has a great script, but it's so over the top, the delivery of the movie.
It's so stupid.
It's exactly like
unbearable.
Batman 1966 series.
It
It is
is,
like
yeah.
100% that. If it wasn't like trying to come off of the dark, gritty, Edward Scissorhands. God, I need more sleep. Tim Burton, I love and could not remember his name. If it wasn't coming off of Tim Burton's Batman, and you just saw that like right after you watched Batman 66, you saw like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, you'd be like, "This is great."
Well, no,
This
the
is just more-
bat nipples kind of.
I don't hate it.
I don't know. The bat nipples, I think, kind of bring any sort of enjoyment out of that movie for everyone. I really think. It's just the two.
There's one thing worse than the nipples.
Oh.
The zipper in the butt.
Oh, the butt.
So what about the butt and crotch shots?
I forgot about all those. It's been a while since I'm not gonna lie. The last time I watched that, I was probably 10.
And Batgirl's costume is straight up lingerie designed.
Yeah.
And people put the blame on Joe Schumacher being gay for that.
I'm not gonna lie. I also like.
It's just he wanted a campy Batman, and that's fine. But you should have known what you're coming off
He
of.
didn't. He did not want the campy Batman.
No,
The problem
really?
was, no, he apologized for the movie several times already. The problem was the producers wanted to sell toys, so he did a call of
yes, I heard
movie
something
to sell
about that.
toys.
Because Batman Returns, even though it was a critical success, they were like, "This is too dark, or we might have trouble selling McDonald's toys."
Yes.
To be fair though, if they wanted to sell like, alright, the one real problem that I have is a fan for that thing, and it's just I have strange problems with a lot of things. One of the problems I have with that movie is the way they did Bane. And I get that it's meant to be, it's the way they want to do. I don't. It's completely against everything I think and love about that character. Just Bane smash.
They tore Bane apart.
They did, and it depresses me to no end. He's just some random punk that they just fill up with random shit and then throw him through walls, and then he chokes someone, and then they kick a wire out of him. And then he deflates. And that's it. It's so stupid. It's depressing. And I'm never going to get over it. Fuck you people for making that movie and doing that to Bane. You all should go die in a fire.
Joel Schumacher apologized.
Well,
Joel Schumacher apologized.
I can forgive Joel Schumacher now.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
I think it was in the DVD commentary. He apologized for it.
In the commentary? Really?
Yes.
But is it just like silence and then occasionally just, I'm sorry. Every time a scene happens, I'm really sorry.
Pretty much. I haven't watched it, but I've read it. I think it was in a Cracked article.
He's like, I really didn't sign on for bat nipples, I swear.
that's it. Just, I'm sorry at random scenes. I didn't sign up for the bat nipples, trust me.
Like I was saying, the problem is that he got so pissed off because the producers were pushing for a more colorful movie that he went for broke and forgot turned on the fuck it.
I will admit, I did own the Invicta Freeze toy, so he did something right. My little brother owned the Poison Ivy one, which tells you a lot about my little brother. So that.
Is that a thing for Uma Thurman?
No. Go the other way with it, and there you go.
Okay, he's got a thing for Bane then.
We also had we had pretty much all the toys. I think it came out in that run. Well, figures wise, maybe lost most of them. I think
So
if I
you were the one they were selling to. It is all your fault.
We were young kids. Here, look. When put it this way, I'm from the generation that when the Phantom Menace came out, we actually enjoyed it, and Jar Jar Binks didn't annoy us. So
I fooled myself into enjoying it because I was like, Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Star Wars is so great.
I'm a casual Star Wars fan. When Phantom Menace came into the theaters, I went to watch it.
Right.
And I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Did you at least like the only redeeming qualities of that, the only redeeming thing in that movie? Darth Maul for the extended lore, and Darth Maul for the extended lore that came out from that, and the Duel of the Fates fight is pretty much that's it. That's the only good stuff in that movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
That man, the music, that fight, it's perfect. Everything about it, the pacing. I don't know how the rest of the movie couldn't have been that, but there you go.
I'll give her that. The fight is cool.
Oh.
Well, there were fan edits that essentially just cut that out and then went immediately into the next movie. It was just the fight and then the next movie.
That would have been amazing. Did you actually talk? Since we're talking about Star Wars, just briefly, in the prequels, did you see? I seen it on Reddit. There was a guy who did a graph of how many times in the third movie, in episode 3, that Obi-Wan and Anakin actually had the high ground in the fight at the end. It turned out that Obi-Wan did have the high ground for 60% of the time. So there you go. He did win because he had the high ground.
But I did figure out because
the Mythbusters debunked the high ground theory.
What?
The Mythbusters busted the high ground theory.
The high ground really helps.
But you know, in Star Wars, when you're using the Force and you can jump like 30 feet in the air with no problem, I'm pretty sure it's relevant. I don't know. So, you got laser swords.
Because I have children, I had to figure out what order to show the Star Wars movies to my children, and I figured it out.
Don't show the prequels.
Yeah, don't show the prequels.
Don't show the prequels.
Ignore them.
No, the prequels are fine. They can work, but because my daughter's 3 right now, Episode 1 is the perfect movie for her right now.
Okay, yeah, I can, yeah. Well,
So you go Episode 1, you go Episode 2, then you skip 3.
You need to
go to 4.
Yeah.
No. I'll explain why.
For a kid that young, you can't have him killing the younglings and being all emo.
Well, no, that's not even it. You go to 4. You go to 5. You go to 5. You skip 3 to go to 5 because then you have the reveal.
Right. Oh, okay.
And it's not revealed. So then you do 3 because then it leads into the whole Luke has a sister thing, and then you do 6.
Right.
That is the only way.
That she already saw Luke kissing Leia, or Leia kissing Luke.
Hopefully she's young enough to not think about that. So.
Well, when she gets
I was about 5 when I saw The Empire Strikes Back.
Well, I was about 4 or 5 and a half or so. The original 3 as well. I never thought about that though. I never thought about that scene until I got to like 13 or something. I was like, oh wait a minute. Oh. The realization.
Yeah, I saw no harm on it.
The even worse part is if you look at Han Solo in Episode 4, he's kind of rapey.
Yes.
Let's not get on to
Well,
Grab Solo.
someone-
Let's leave Grab Solo out of this. And
someone calculated that in the scene where they're inside the ship and they're repairing the ship, Leia turns him down 8 times, 4 verbally, 4 non-verbally, and he still forces her to kiss him.
Are we going to get a cease and
8
desist from
times
Disney? I
in
feel
a
like we're going to
row.
get a cease and desist
That's
from Disney.
douchey, but for the time.
Yeah,
Well, apparently that happened a lot with Harrison Ford's characters
yeah.
as well. While Han Solo was kind of rapey, Deckard in Blade Runner is super rapey.
I watched Blade Runner only once. I don't remember.
Oh, actually, since we're speaking about Blade Runner, when's the new one coming out? Is it this year or next year?
Soon. I don't know. Soon.
TM.
This year, maybe next year.
I can't remember now. Well, we'll see how many times he grabs people in that. Then he's only going to be in it briefly.
Oh god,
So-
I hope not. Because even like Indiana Jones 2, which kind of brings us back around to James Bond. Because did you know that the Indiana Jones movies were made because they wouldn't let Steven Spielberg make a James Bond movie?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
If you watch the second movie, that whole big dance sequence at the beginning, and then like the whole sequence in China is totally a James Bond movie.
Huh. I've got to watch that again with that in mind then.
Sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. And then the fun part is, if you consider the third movie, Sean Connery's his dad.
Hmm.
Oh, it's my favorite movie. It's my favorite
Oh,
movie
that's
of
the best
the
one of
trilogy.
them.
I don't count the fourth.
That doesn't exist.
Oh no,
It's-
no one should.
No. Except from they're not making a fifth one now. Is it not?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's a reboot.
But Harrison
Right.
Ford's in it again, is he not?
It's not. Yeah, he's in it too. So it's like
not a
sort
re-
of.
Yeah. It's like they just want us to forget about the fourth one and pretend this is the fourth one. Is what I'm
No.
thinking about it.
That's the one we don't talk about.
Yeah, we don't talk
Yes.
about that one. But right, I think to end this section, well, we haven't really talked anything about news other than Adam West. Is there any other news at all that's actually happened this week other than E3, which I have not caught up on, so I can't speak of anything really.
Me
There's
neither.
a lot of a thing came out, a kind of controversial political thing that I don't really want to get involved in, but it came out.
Was that the Detroit thing, or is that something else?
No, it's a game called The Last Night. It's a 2.5D cyberpunk. I can't really. I guess it's a kind of shootery, adventure-y thing. Basically, it's involving the scandal that was Gamergate back in the day,
Oh,
and people
Yeah.
are clinging on to it to no end, and attacking the poor man who made this game for the things that he said during the time, and his opinions, which is kind of shitty, given that he just made a game. He's not putting his opinions in anything. It's just a game. Just get over it. Well, wait, it's all been resolved in its own horrible way, and yeah, it exists. Play
that
it when
makes
it
me
comes
sad.
out.
It seems like a lot of things in games just seem to end in their own horrible way.
Oh no, the game's still coming out. It's just that the guy kind of
No,
had to.
I mean, there's
backtrack
just a
on
lot
stuff.
of crappy stuff that happens in the gaming world.
Yeah. It's a sad world when it comes down to it at the end. But no, it's okay, guys. We've got a new
Bye.
Assassin's Creed coming soon. Woo!
Woo.
I'm just going to hope
Haven't played a
that
single one.
Guillermo del Toro and Kojima and
Oh, I can't wait.
Redis can save video games.
Well, I mean, Nintendo are still going. They're going strong. Look, kinda. You've got the
Breath of the Wild looks amazing, but otherwise, Nintendo does their own deal.
No, you got man. Fucking on the Wii U. Most of the stuff that came out when it first came out were third-party titles. Like you got the Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2, which came out in a double for Bayonetta as well. They're both by Platinum, and those games are fantastic. You had Hyrule Warriors, which is made by a third-party studio, which is basically what do you call that game? That game.
It was like a fighting
Yeah,
strategy game.
it's got like Dynasty Warriors. It was Dynasty Warriors if Zelda characters were in it.
Right.
It's great as well. It's a great laugh. Like obviously it had its first party stuff. Like I had Super Mario and all that kind of thing, and it had Super Mario World had Mario Kart 8, which is a great Mario Kart game. I recommend everyone who has the opportunity to play that game. It's amazing. Monster Hunter, there you go. That was a Capcom game that came out for it, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. And that was fantastic as well. But there wasn't a bad title that came out for that. Zombie U as well. Well, that wasn't third party though, I think. That was it? No, it was third party because it came out on Steam and did really bad. So...
I do not know.
Moving forward.
Yes, moving forward. Well, with two little tidbits to link with things that we've talked about. Did you know that the reason Sean Connery got to be James Bond is because Ian Fleming watched him walk out from the interview and said his gait was that of a panther, so therefore he must be James Bond.
How was friggin' Idris Elba not?
Because Ian Fleming had nothing to do with it, and he was busy probably.
That's
I don't
it.
know. And Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you know that the Terminator movies?
If my wife saw Idris Elba walk out, she'd be go look at that butt, make him the next James Bond.
Dead butt, gonna get dead butt, James Bond. No,
She knows her stuff.
to be fair though, if you made him James Bond, that butt would just make everyone not want to chase him and shoot him. You know, he just turns around, they're like, oh shit, fuck, put the guns down, everyone, let him through. Let's let that beautiful man exist and do what he needs to do. But yes, and fun fact about Arnold Schwarzenegger as well, when it comes to the Terminator movies, did you know that in the German dub, even though Arnold Schwarzenegger can speak German, they did not want him to do it because, and I quote,
Ooh.
Austrians sound like farmers. According to
So it'd be
Germans.
like hillbilly Terminator.
Yes, they didn't want him to sound like a hillbilly, so they got someone else to dub it.
Oh god.
There you go, fun facts, everyone. Next section. I think we're going to skip this next section, unfortunately, because when I looked at it, I think I fucked up on how I was editing things, so
Let's go
it
to
didn't
the
resolve
funny
properly. It did, like when you resolved them, it didn't actually resolve them. I
I
fucked
thought
it
there
up.
was some of them.
No, it literally just put the thing away, so everything's still the same as it was. I tell you what, we can tease it for everyone, so I don't have to edit this.
Let's just at least say, next time, peoples,
Mhm.
we're going to have a fun little short story segment for you that we're probably going to continue for like a lot of weeks, but it'll be lots of fun. And Rusty will do lots of cool voices.
I will try.
But it's not happening this time.
No, it's not happening this time. This is the beta, everyone. This is the
Coming
beta.
soon.
TM. Blizzard, don't sue us. Right. Segment 5. Oh, funny news. Right, who's got some funny news articles to make us happy and think
I
about
got
things?
one.
I have one. I have
got
one
one.
because I'm lazy and forgot to look for one, but it's a pretty good one. So, what have you got? Give us the... Each of us, I think we should give the title of the article, and then we'll go from there. So, what's yours,
I got
Patricia?
nothing.
Alright,
Just
I'll
gonna
do,
make snarky
I'll do
comments
mine.
after.
Okay.
I'll do mine.
Uh-huh.
Here goes. Man dressed as a giant penis hunted by the police who think he witnessed a brutal assault.
Penis witnessing, okay. Where is this?
Funny thing was, it wasn't a
It's in your
costume.
backyard, London.
London? Fuck.
It's in
when was
the
this?
vicinity.
Was it recently?
Let me see if I can find it.
Because if it was recently, this can get a really dark turn to it. Tell you what, were you looking up some facts?
Rusty's
I'll give
about
you.
to go, damn, it's my next door neighbor.
London's a good 6 hours away. Come on, I'm not going to compare myself with there. Anyway, I'll give you the title of my article then, so we can decide who's going to go first. We'll let James decide since he hasn't prepared. Pigeon arrested in India for carrying threatening message to PM. Again, pigeon arrested in India for carrying a threatening message to the Prime Minister of India.
He was actually trying to take it to Mike Tyson, but he didn't make it.
See my pigeon? He's coming to me. He's a real good pigeon. He's bringing me a nice message. Comes from Van Holyfield. He wants his ear back. I can't do it no more. It came out my ass and told.
I'm gonna get killed by.
Tyson or Michael Jackson?
It's a
you
bit of
could
both.
do
It's a
one.
bit of both. Yeah, I'm starting beefs with people. Apparently, this is what this is. This is what the podcast is. Podcast is me rambling, starting beefs, and eventually being destroyed by Mike Tyson. God. Yeah. So who wants to go first? Do you want to go first, Patricia, or do you want to hear about the pigeon?
Let's start with the pigeon.
Okay. Right. So, a pigeon, which most likely came from Pakistan, was taken into custody by border guards after a letter addressed to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was found on the bird. The letter to PM Modi was written in Urdu, a language spoken in Pakistan, and read, "Modi ji, do not consider us the same people as we were during 1971 Indo-Pak War. Now each and every child is ready to fight against India." The grey pigeon was discovered by India's Border Security Force (BSF) near Simbal post in Bamial sector on Sunday. The Times of India reported. Yes.
You know, since India and Pakistan are nuclear powers, it's probably the fact that pigeons have just become sentient and they're trying to cause World War III.
So you think the pigeon wrote it itself?
It was just like, you know what? I'm ending this.
It wants to start
Writes a
some
little
shit.
note, ties it to its leg, flies over.
The Police Inspector Ramesh
Because
Kumar
that's not
said
good.
that the bird was taken into custody. "We are investigating the matter," he added. Similar messages to Modi, which were carried by 2 balloons, were recovered, blah blah blah. A white pigeon with a piece of paper containing same words written in Urdu was also discovered in Punjab's Hoshiarpur district in September. The historically strained relationship between India and Pakistan has escalated in recent months. It started with killing, blah blah blah. People died. A pigeon got arrested.
People died.
People died.
The police
And a
also
pigeon
reported it was
arrested.
delicious.
It was delicious. No, he's still in custody, mate. They haven't interrogated him yet to find out the information.
It's already got the death penalty, and it was delicious.
And now I can stop picturing the pigeon on the interrogation table.
I've got his mugshot in my head.
Cop in front of him.
The mugshot where he's just got a big black eye for they've manhandled him to bring him in. Holding up the plaque. He's like, what?
The cop has a little bowl of birdseed, and he's eating it in front of him.
Just 8 inches tall from the ground. He's just...
No.
Want some
The
Bob?
cop's eating the
You're the
birdseed. Right.
best.
Oh, Jesus. Let's see if I can find some other
Shall I go
stuff.
with mine?
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
Yes.
Alright. The hunt is on for a man dressed as a giant penis who police believe witnessed a violent assault. The man wearing the phallic fancy dress was part of a group at the scene when a 26-year-old victim was assaulted in Leeds in the early hours of Sunday morning. The victim suffered a shattered shin bone,
Jesus.
dislocated and cracked knee, and torn ligaments and will need surgery, West Yorkshire police confirm. The
When
attack happened
he was
at the
taken to
junction.
get the photo, it was said that he was 4 feet 10 inches tall, but he said it was cold out that day.
I'd like to think it was our journalism that reported that, but I don't think they're that self-aware or witty anymore, unfortunately. But there we go.
This is the kind of thing. This is the kind of thing that makes me think. I don't know the word anymore. I don't care.
It's always been
The
weird.
police-
It's just we know a bit more.
The witness is a penis.
I just found an amazing title for an article here. Homeless man steals an ambulance to go to the strip club. I have no idea what this is. I'm reading it now. Oh, no. Oh, wait, no. It's a Fox News article, and Fox just died, so... Oh well, we'll never know. Actually, let's try and find some more information on this. Let's Google some shit.
He was getting lap dances for VD shots.
Homeless man steals ambulance for strip club. No.
Who wants some penicillin, ladies?
Penicillin? You want? I think it was in Austin, Texas as well. So it makes. Homeless man steals blah blah blah. Oh, it's New York Daily News. Look at it. Homeless man steals ambulance, tries to drive to Detroit strip club. What? A homeless man stole an ambulance to travel to Detroit strip joint on Sunday night because he couldn't get there by public transportation, police said.
Wait, was he from Austin? Because
I'm
that
gonna
was like... That must have been one hell of a strip joint if he's like, you know what? I'm crossing multiple state lines because this place is the place.
We'll find it out.
Listen
The
to
vagrant,
best.
the vagrant allegedly pinched the unlocked emergency vehicle that was parked up outside the Pontiac Mick Hospital at around 11 p.m. Go. Sorry, I have a Japanese thing on my computer, so it changes what's the Japanese sometimes, and it also says them. So that's now going to be the podcast because of how this records. Sorry about that, everyone. He drove the wagon for almost 20 miles. I'll do it again. Gaga. It means PM. There you go. But cops caught up with him in Sterling Heights after they traced a cell phone that had been left inside the EMS. The man was detained. During questioning, he reportedly said he wanted to go to the Booby Trap Club to see some pole dancing. Apparently, he said that there was no public transportation available. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Butchard told the Oakland Press. "You can't make this up," he added. The suspect, who has not been named, is believed to have mental health issues. Really? Strange. I never would have guessed.
No, you don't say.
The ambulance was turned back over to Star EMS. Butchard praised the work of his officers and those in Sterling Heights. Obviously, an ambulance not only has expensive items in it, including drugs, it's an expensive vehicle by itself, he said. It comes just days after a man who swiped an FDNY ambulance told police he sped off with the rig because he missed his old car.
The homeless man is now back on the street, but he's requesting only to receive ones.
Only ones.
Only ones.
You gotta make it rain, you know? You gotta make it rain. Accused swiper Paul Richmond of Louisville, Kentucky, now faces charges of grand larceny and criminal possession of stolen property in the November 26th theft on E 26th Street near Bellevue Byoin, does that mean hospital? Yeah, there you go. You're going to hear that too now. Yoing means hospital for everyone who's going to listen to this. And I'm not editing it out because that's going to be a pain in the arse. So everyone...
Pretty soon Rusty's just going to be talking Japanese all the time and none of us are going to know what he's saying.
Well, I wish. I'm getting there. I understand some things.
I already don't know what he's saying. I can understand his accent.
Damn it, Rusty, you're killing Patricia here.
It's okay. Everyone now just knows that I'm a...
my accent is much better.
I'm just a dirty weeb, and everyone now knows it. And
this is what it's all going to come down to. Pretty soon we're going to have a show, and it's going to be the Tower of Babel. Patricia's going to be speaking Portuguese. You're going to be speaking Japanese, and I'm going to be speaking English poorly, and no one is going to know what we're talking about.
It'll be great. It'll be the future. But yeah, we've got to round things up. Unless anyone else has any other thoughts for the.
You guys wanna know how to say penis in Portuguese?
Do it.
Sure.
Penis.
Penis. That was boring. Oh well. Penis. Let's find out how you say penis in Japanese. Let's do it. I can do this.
Ting ting.
Ting ting.
Ting ting.
Ting ting. Oh, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Penis
It's
in.
ting ting.
No, there must be other words. There's hundreds of words for everything in Japanese. Penis is inke. Apparently. I'm gonna.
That sounds adorable.
That must be a formal word.
Inke.
A very formal word.
Holy shit, Google Translate is fucking retarded. Oh.
Alright, final remarks, Pip.
Yes.
What have we learned of our funny stories?
What have we learned of anything today? I
learned something from mine.
Yeah? What did you learn?
When it comes to witnessing crimes, don't be a dick.
Ba-dum-tsh.
What did I learn today? I don't know. It's never too far if it's getting to the club. There you go.
I learned.
Alright.
I learned that I welcome our new pigeon overlords.
All hail the
Serve
pigeons.
them loyally.
Hail Hydra.
Cuckoo.
Pigeons galore.
Hail poo poo.
It's okay though, because all we need to do is feed them some rice and they'll fucking explode.
Oh,
So
that's a hate crime right there.
it's a hate crime. A hate crime against
Alright,
pigeons.
closing the show.
Now.
Pakistani pigeons are going to
Oh, did-
explode.
You're gonna have William Shatner, Mike Tyson, and our new pigeon overlords all coming after you.
And that's it, folks. Thank you very much for listening. For now, you can find us on YouTube and SoundCloud. Links will be on the description. If you want to reach us through email, you can find us at thoughtsandbubbleshow@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Come in next time.
Drink some water, take your medicine, get some sleep. We love you.
Mwah, everyone, and goodbye.